Welcome to episode 1 of Fujodanshi's Choice. I'm Alpha Fujoshi Green Tea Gal, and I'm going to temper my frothing excitement and give you a quick and dirty rundown of the BL hopefuls among the anime coming out each and every season, each pick tailored specifically to your refined palate. Let's dig in. Our cup runneth over this season with Skate, or as I've called it until today's Skinfinite, because my brain is an odd place sometimes. Skate is just teeming with ikemen and has already kickflipped its way into my heart. Usumi Hiroko directed this as well as the very BL-friendly Free and Banana Fish. Skate seems like it might borrow several elements from both of those shows. Skate is basically the story of a low-key adrenaline junkie completely obsessed with skateboarding, who coaxes his friend to pick up his dangerous skater boy habits, because friends don't let friends endanger their lives alone. Looking at it again, it actually gives me Air Gear vibes, in that it takes a casual sport or hobby and somehow makes it life-threatening. So considering the director's track record and potential influences, there's a high probability Skate will feature BL of some kind. Either way, it looks new and fun and I'm here for it. Orimia, the new adaptation of the original 4-episode OVA Ori-san to Miyamura-kun, drops on January 10th. I've actually done a deep dive BL video on the original already. Click here to check that out. TLDR, this Orimia is a romantic comedy about two polar opposites, confident and dependable Ori, and kind but gloomy Miyamura awkwardly falling in like with each other. Despite their heteroship, the original was thick with romantic subtext, and hopefully this new one will be too. With any luck when it's done airing, I'll get a new BL subtext video out of it, and we can compare the two for purely academic purposes. 243 Sein Kokodanshi Baribu. It's a sports anime. It's an all-male sports anime. It even has the best friends slash rivals reunited as older teens backstory BL trope baked into the narrative. It's a wrap. Why are we even still talking about this? On the surface, Kimono Jihan looks like a normal shonen anime, starring a not-quite-human boy and a detective teaming up to investigate paranormal activity and find single furries in his area. But since I'm me, I noticed the 90% male cast plus one trap. Animal-human hybrid guys are usually more than enough to get my attention. Don't judge me. But looking at the source material, I'm getting a lot of that male gaze thing, but aimed at other men. And the show marketed towards boys. That paired with the fact that one of the only women in the entire show appears to be the villain, this show set off my Fujo senses months ago. Now here's a show I didn't think I'd ever see a new season of. I did a BL video for Otona Bugyue-san a couple of years ago, but YouTube took it down. There's no reason for them not to cram more BL into this season, so if you like gag anime and joke BL, check this one out. Okay, for anyone hearing about this for the first time, Reo of Healer is a very controversial, read edgelord, revenge story about a white mage whose D&D party keeps him as a slave. He has the added misfortune of vicariously experiencing every wound he heals. They do terrible things to him, just to make sure he does their bidding, and he is not okay. If it's as edgy as they say, the anime may include the clearly non-consensual yaoi elements as well as all the other effed up content from the light novel and the manga. If like me you're morbidly curious, or this is just your cursed cup of tea, then Reo of Healer is for you. But that is a stupid ass title though, I mean honestly. Hortensia is an adaptation loosely based on the Sega smartphone game of the same name, and it looks beautiful. It's a high-budget war-torn show about an heir apparent and her band of merry men trying to reclaim the throne and the kingdom after an evil duke killed the king and took over. It's basically the Lion King with particle physics if Simba dressed in drag to hide his identity. And yes, I'm aware he would just have to cut his mane to achieve that. There, I saved you a trip down to Actually Avenue. The cross-dressing heir is the co-star, but it looks like her male bestie will be hogging a lot of the spotlight, giving him plenty of face time with the hot antagonist. Fingers crossed that he'll be a stereotypically gay-coded villain. I chew halfway through the idol. It's an idol anime. It's an all-male idol anime. Have you seen a single male idol anime that didn't have an ounce of BL in it? Because I certainly haven't. And I doubt this will be the first. Anyway, it looks cute. Can't wait. If there's no BL in this, I will riot. So Skate Leading Stars is about young men ice dancing with a twist. Part of said twist being that they also play more traditional sports and that impacts their skating and style. Thanks in no small part to the success of Yuri on Ice, and the coked up BL fever dream that it's King the Prism franchise. There will always be a fan base for cute guys trying to ice dance their problems away, and I'm very okay with that. Tenchi Souzo Designbu is a wacky workaday 9-to-5 creative job anime, except the company is in heaven and the fussy client is God. They already have a gay character and aren't exactly shy about nipples on men, which I always find pretty telling. So Magic 8 Ball says BL outcome likely. Since this is a cracked out comedy, it'll likely have the overt BL hidden behind the lulls like Grand Blue Dreaming. Studio Gohan's maker of K-Project and Handshakers, the former of which is just dripping with romantic subtext hidden behind spectacular combat, is back at it again with Project Scarred, a Gohan's joint. It has a 100% male cast and is basically Project K but on the other side of the wall. Beautiful men gifted with superpowers to protect the city as cops, instead of their own turf as gangs. Every Gohan's work I've personally seen has featured some BL. The second Marta Scramble movie even shoehorns in a side character story beat about him dating his male pet dolphin, as the bottom. Anyway, with this many guys and no women in sight, I doubt Project Scarred will be the one to break their BL hot streak. Gohan's is also handling the new Tokyo Babylon remake, giving it the high polished glow I've come to expect from them. Tokyo Babylon is basically a prequel of X-1999, a super dramatic franchise that fucks heavy with BL, and it was like crack for me back in the day. Just hook it to my veins! So yes, I'm particularly excited for this one. And last but not least, actual yaoi. Twittingverse Never Fly Side Story Don't Stay Gold will go on sale March 1st at the very end of the season. As for the others, I can never really be sure my BL hopes will pan out, but either way, the winter 2021 lineup looks pretty promising. Anyway, that is it for me. Which of these are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon so you never miss out on more videos like this one. Bye for now.